In this video, I will show you how to track time for yourself and your team step by step. It's a powerful time tracking tool for you that helps to track your total time spent on every task, project, and client. Let's see how to get started. You can easily register on LogWork via the registration link. Just set your email address and password. Then confirm your registration via your email. Now I will show you the main concept of the LogWork time tracker using the demo account. Just go to logwork.com. On the website's header, you can find the demo link where you can check all the time tracker functionalities. On the dashboard, you can see all the workspace teammates. You can check who is working in real time, on which task, project, and for which client. Also, you can see a summary of how many hours they've worked today, yesterday, this week, and month. First, you should check if you have the correct account settings. Here, you can check if you have the correct time zone and choose which date format you prefer. Also, you can set the first day of the week and the day format. Secondly, you should set the preferred settings for your workspace. To set them, you must go to the Settings section. You can set here your workspace name, for example, your company name or department name. You can enable the screenshot monitoring if you want to have accurate time tracking and productivity monitoring for your team. It's possible to set maximal screenshot frequency. You can set the blur effect on screenshots, so you will make the text unreadable on all screenshots. This option can be useful for accountants and lawyers. The activity level tracking helps to see the computer mouse and keyboard activity in percentage. We do not track keys and clicks. We just track if the user is idle or active in a period of time. Also, you can monitor which app is used and how much time you or your teammate has spent using that app. You can also check how much time you spend on the visited websites. The weekly time limit allows you to set maximum working hours per week for one employee. The auto pause is a great feature for LogWork desktop software. If your employee is not active for some minutes that you can set, the time tracker will stop. It starts automatically when the user is active again. Thus, your employees can take breaks without clicking to stop or start the timer every time. This option decreases the cases when you forget to start or stop a timer. When you allow adding time manually, you allow your employees to add time entries manually for any duration and to any day. Finally, you can set your local currency. Click on Save for saving all the settings. Let's invite new teammates to your workspace. To invite your teammates, you must go to the Team section. By adding the email addresses, you can invite all your teammates. This page displays who accepted your invitation and registered on LogWork. As you can see, on this page, you can also change all user settings. Here, you can resend the invitation. It's possible to use the default workspace settings or set unique settings only for the selected user. Let's see how the time tracker works. The time tracker is easy to use. Just write here your task name and start the time tracker. You can also assign a project and client to your running time. Stop the timer if your task is done. That's your today total worked time. Here, you can see a list of days with tasks you've worked on. That's your total time for this day. Here, you can restart your time tracker with the same task name to continue working on this task. If you dedicate to a task more than just a single time entry, meaning that you work on a certain task several times, all your time entries will be grouped under the same task name. You can click here and see all the time entries. It's possible to edit a time entry or completely delete it. Let's check the Timeline section. Here, you can see the calendar displaying the hours worked each day. You can also check the hours worked in previous months. You can click on a specific day and check all the employees' time entries. Here you can see the total worked time. As the workspace owner, you can add time entries manually for each user. You and this user can check all the changes made on their timeline, who added, edited, or deleted time entries. Here you can see the most used apps and how much time was spent on apps. That's the time bar displaying the beginning of the work and all breaks. This is a list of time entries. You can see the duration of each task, project, and client if they are. If you have complex productivity monitoring, you will see the screenshots, app name, and activity percentage. Please do not forget that all functions such as screenshot, app, and web monitoring are available only if you install on your desktop the LogWork software, which you can download in the Download section. You can choose the Windows or Mac OS version. You can install our Chrome extension if you're using some project management tools such as Trello, Jira, Asana, ClickUp, Salesforce, and many others. It embeds the time tracker button on each service. Thus, you can easily add your task without copy-pasting them. Let's see how the Reports section works. In the Time Reports section, you can generate reports for yourself or your clients. It's simple and fully customizable. Firstly, you can specify the date range for the report. You can also generate reports only for the selected employees. You can filter the report by clients or projects. And you can also easily filter the reports by the keyword included in your task description. After a report generation, you will see an option for exporting your detailed time entries list into an Excel file. Or you can export reports and charts into a beautiful PDF report. Here you can see the summary chart, a detailed client report, a detailed project report, an employee time report, a time report by task name. An application usage report shows how much time was spent on each app. A website usage report shows how much time was spent on each website. App and website usage reports are available only if the user installed the desktop LogWork software and only if you have enabled this feature in the Workspace settings page. And finally, here you can see a list of all time entries for your filter settings. Let's see how the Clients section works. In the Clients section, you can manage all your clients. Only the Workspace owner can add, edit, or remove any client in the current version. It is so simple to add a new client. Just click on the Create a New Client button. Add your client's name and click on Save. To edit a client, click on the Edit button, and to permanently delete a client, click on the Delete button. Let's see how the Projects section works. In the Projects section, you can create and edit your projects. To add a project, click on Create a New Project button. Enter the project name and select a client if you want. It is not compulsory to assign a client to a project. That's all. Thanks for watching this short tutorial. I hope you find this video useful. Enjoy the LogWork time tracking software. Have a nice and productive day.